I will remove people who are not meant to be in your life, and you won't realize it until probably later on.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Can you guys believe we're in the double digits? OMG. Welcome to day 10, guys. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a story time. I wanted to do this story time a long time ago, but it never felt right. And now that I'm entering 2020 soon, I feel like this is a great opportunity to really get this story off my chest so we no longer have to worry about it, because friendships really break your heart, and I don't understand, or I will never understand how or why, but I mean, I know why, because we spend that time with friends, and you know, you develop a bond, and then things just, sometimes it just goes sour. So today I'm gonna be telling you about a ex-friend of mine who legit, like, just cut me off, stopped talking to me, and I didn't even know why. So have you ever had a friend where you guys did everything together, and then one day out the blue, they just like stopped hitting you up, and you reached out to them and they never reply back to you? Yeah, that happened to me. Now I'm gonna say this. I am not the perfect friend. No one is the perfect friend. But, and let's be really clear on that. If you have a friend helping you, being there for you, and just supporting you, to me, that is a great friend, because life gets busy and things can manifest, and sometimes you're just moving in a speed that you don't even realize that you're moving in. So a friend of mine's, and it's crazy because I really thought this person, like, we would be growing old and gray with, but God had other plans. And I believe I pray every night, well, sometimes not every night, I pray and I ask God, remove anyone that is not for me. And you know, you don't realize the words of that until you start to see people really being removed from your life. So this friend of mine I actually met through my husband, and we kicked it off, we hit it off. She was even in my wedding. So after getting pregnant with my daughter, I want to say, like, after having my daughter, this is where things really took a shift for our friendship. So I remember hitting her up one day and she didn't respond back, and I was just like, okay, well, she's probably going through some things. And this is the crazy thing, is I was nothing but a good ass friend to her. Like, legit, would pick her up from work, helped her lose weight before my wedding, like, money if I had it, doing things, spending time with her, birthdays, all of that. So to me, I feel like I was a really great friend to her. May not have been there every day, but who is? Life is busy. Your real friends are not gonna be there every second of the day. And this friendship, like, legit really hurt my feelings. Like, I have never had a friendship hurt my feelings until this friendship, because I felt like I was nothing but a great friend to her. So shortly after having my daughter, I didn't hear from her. It was like ghost. And I remember reaching out to her, because I know months prior she was going through some things which I was willing to assist her with, like looking for jobs, all of those things, right? And she never responded. So fast forward to probably like a year, a couple months down the road, I just remember talking to my best friend, like, this really hurts me. I don't understand. Like, I have done nothing but been a friend to her. And my best friend didn't even like the girl, but my best friend never once talked bad about her. And that was the one thing I did respect with my best friend. Like, she would just tell me straight up, like, Steph, just hit her up and see what she's gonna say. Because I found out she deleted me off Facebook. I was literally sitting here like, what the fuck did I do? Because I didn't do anything. Like, I just had a fucking baby, like, OMG. And you know, like, after having my daughter, my only concern was don't go into depression again, because I went through PTSD with my son. to the point like I wanted to kill myself. And when I had my daughter, I didn't want to go down that road because I'm like, I have my daughter, like I'm finally a mom to a daughter, always wanted a daughter. Not that I didn't love my son or nothing, but you know, like I just wanted to be a better me for my children. And so I reached out to her, and I just remember her saying like, I wasn't a good friend, I was always trying to use her, or then she goes on down the line like everything was about me. And I'm just like, how was everything about me if I legit was really trying to help you when you didn't even know half of the shit that I was dealing with on the back end of my life, you know? And that's the thing with friendships that really bother me. Like, yeah, you tell your friends things, but sometimes they don't know all the full details of what you're fucking dealing with. And so she just basically going like, I just didn't feel like you were a good friend. And I'm just like, how? Like, you're not giving me any real reasons of not being a good friend. Like, I could say, see if you said, oh, I wasn't there when I needed you, or I basically like giving full-blown fucking examples. She wasn't giving the examples. So to me, it was a crock of shit. So basically, I just said to her like, okay, I got my answer and it is what it is. But this is where the story gets really fucking crazy. And I hate to cuss. It's a whole lot that you can say about me, but when you start bringing in my family into the mix, it's when I have a problem. That's exactly why I don't really put my family on social media anymore like that. Because, not because of that situation, but because people are so freaking cruel. They swear they know your life and they don't know shit. And I'm the type of person, I'm very protective over my friends and my family. And I just don't play that shit. Like, I'm a whole, when I say like the fire in me comes out when you play. So we have a mutual friend. And it's funny because me and her actually became really close. Really cool, not close, but we're cool. We chat over social media a whole lot. I think she's a really dope person. It's crazy how God will bring you people into your life that you would have never had thought. And just one day we were just talking about it because we're both not friends with her. And like, I had to say like, damn, like, was I that bad of a fucking friend? Like, OMG. And then I just later started hearing details of like, she started talking about my husband. And my husband, like, he's always had like a lot of female friends. I don't care. As long as I know them and they respect me, respect our marriage, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about none of that. And she basically said like my husband like was dealing with this girl when we were dealing together before we were married. Mind you, I already knew this, y'all. I already knew who my husband was dealing with. But she had the timeline wrong. He wasn't dealing with her when he was dealing with me. So I was like, she's a fucking liar. So then she later goes on to say that she was talking about my house, how like my house was dirty. And I don't know if I expressed that on here a lot, but when talking about like before we bought our home, I hated my house because like my father-in-law like was building up our home. So like our last house, he was rebuilding. Like he literally took the kitchen out and was fixing the whole kitchen up. Like he was really building it up while we were living there. So of course I hated my house. Like I legit didn't like it. I had 2 kids, trying to raise 2 kids in a chaotic situation. Like there was no room. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but you as my friend, you shouldn't judge me on that. And like, that shit even cut me even more deep. And it just goes to show you that people that you really think are for you are not for you. And it's crazy because like my husband even included her in like the proposal and everything. Like she knew. And it was just like, that's what really broke my heart the most, because I'm not cool with a lot of females because they're shysty, they're snakes. And she proved it, the theory, so right. And then I just found out more and more stuff, and I'm just like, how you trying to talk about me? When people are legit talking about you, mind you, we have a lot of mutual friends together, right? I have heard so much shit about her after our friendship ended, but you know one thing I never did was bad mouth her. And the thing about it is, now that I go back and hear from her anymore, I had basically heard through the grapevine that she was drinking a lot, excuse me, and she was smoking a lot of weed. I don't give a flying fuck what you do in your time. But when you start to change as an individual and I see it as your friend, I'm gonna call you out when you're bullshit. And I wish I had those text messages to prove it, but I don't. That was like a long time ago. I had a different phone number. And I remember texting her basically saying like, you know, your life is going really crazy right now. Have you ever thought about maybe taking down the alcohol and the weed? And I didn't hear from her after that. I think she might have said something, but it was never like, oh, a full response, as if like she cared that I cared about her in a sense. And that's when I never heard from her again. And that's when I later ended up finding out all of these details, like I stated previously, that she was just really talking shit about me. She was never my friend. And you know, I just come to find out that she was really a jealous person. Yeah, and I just later found out she was a jealous person, and like it really ate at me before I found out that information, because it was like we used to do everything together. So I'm really trying to figure out how I'm a bad friend. Like, you need to give me examples of how I'm a bad friend, because I really do believe I'm a great and dope friend. Like, I may not be there every day. Boo, I got my own life. I got 2 kids and a husband and trying to build these brands. But I can legit say I support everyone. Even if I can't come to your event, I'm still like offering my services, because I always feel bad. Me growing up, because I've been abandoned, I always feel bad when I feel like I can't make things and stuff like that. And so it just pisses me off, because this person is in my wedding photos and I'm like, I don't even want to look at this shit because she's in my fucking photos. And I'm just like, because it's not even about that. It's just a simple fact that the reasons why I thought she wasn't my friend was the total opposite. Like, you didn't even give me no full-blown thing. And it's crazy. But you know what, like I said previously, God will remove people who are not meant to be in your life. And you won't realize it until probably later on. And that's why I'm so thankful for genuine people. I'm so thankful for people who keep it real with me, keep it blunt, give me constructive criticism and don't take offense to it, or, you know, vice versa. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the story time. These fake ass friends who you think literally have your back, and you never know if they're plotting on you or your downfall. But you know what? God's grace always kept me through, because my life has leveled up in so many ways. And it's a true fucking blessing that I have people who actually pray for me, because people like that, they're dangerous as hell, because they can literally ruin your life if they're preying on your downfall. So that's the story time, guys. Just be mindful of these fake ass friends out here, because I'm telling you, they might be closer than you think. Trust and believe. And I'll see you guys in day 11.